Let's get into it. This week's tarot energy forecast with me, Tatianna Tarot. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know about me, I've been doing tarot for a hot minute now. So welcome. Please like and subscribe and comment, as the kids say, if you like this shit. And what I'll be doing this week is giving you guys the tea on the energetics of this week using a variety of tarot decks and oracle decks, as I usually do. I'm going to subdivide the week for Monday and Tuesday, pulling a couple of cards for that, Wednesday and Thursday, and then pulling some cards for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday collectively. Really excited to be doing this again, so welcome. A couple of announcements, all right? First off, I have this beautiful Love Oracle of Eden or new oracle deck. I will be posting the link below if you guys want to snatch it up for yourself. It is black made, black owned by a black publishing company. So hello, but it is one of the most immaculate, beautiful, stunning oracle decks I have seen on the market. I will be using this today with our readings in tandem with the regular Rider-Waite. Okay, this is just the standard Rider-Waite deck. I love my traditional decks, okay, and I've got so much juice embedded in energy embedded in that deck that I'd rather stick by it. Okay, I'm gonna be using this Romani Oracle. It's not an oracle deck, it's just a Romani fortune telling deck I got from Etsy years ago. I don't even remember. I don't even think that's the official name. It is very much a foreign fortune-telling deck. I don't think it's widely distributed on the market. I did get it on Etsy, so good luck trying to find that if you're interested in that. I may be using the Prism Oracle Guidebook. And again, I will be listing this below so you guys can snatch if you need it, if you want it. Okay, if you're collecting decks like me. Anyway, also, I have a brilliant membership, Possess Your Spirit monthly membership. It is where I offer my classes, my workshops, my master classes, classes on rituals, classes on spiritual baths, meditations. If you're into Akashic Record meditation, you don't know how to do it, it is in the portal. If you want to learn about a variety of spiritual topics and you're just starting off, or you're well knowledgeable and you just want to brush up on your skills and you want to do energy healing, you want to do divination, you want to learn tarot, you want to learn Akashic record work and more, we do all of that in my monthly membership, Possess Your Spirit. The link is down below. I am currently offering an Energetics of Opulence class. This is a class on working your money blocks, getting to the fundamentals and the roots of why you have money blocks, or just blocks on abundance and ease in general. And so it is 9 detailed videos on getting you to clear this energetically and to call in your desires with more ease, opulence, and abundance, which you most deserve. That has been in the portal for a minute, since last month, okay? And that will be in the portal. So if you want to access those 9 videos and more, and this month's offering, you can go to Possess Your Spirit. Okay, again, link down below. On January 28th, that is, I think, 2 Saturdays from now, so Saturday, January 28th, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, I will be hosting an Energetics of Opulence Q&A session. So if you've taken the course, if you've taken the classes, excuse me, you have the opportunity to ask me anything about your own personal journey, questions, things that you want to explore in the Q&A session. We will also be doing a group healing. So a lot of the things that you've seen and experienced in the videos in terms of the energetic techniques, we will be doing it together collectively in the membership container. Strength in numbers. So when you're generally doing a lot of energy work and you're doing a lot of energy healing, it is amplified when there is a group of people doing it together with the same intention. So I implore you to join us. Again, that is a part of the membership. And if you miss it, it will be recorded for you to watch later. Okay, so those are my offerings. They're juicy. Get into it. Again, link below. And let's get started on the reading for this week. Okay, give me one moment. I'm going to start with some libations. So for Monday, January 16th, Tuesday, January 17th, Great Spirit, what is the energy that we are receiving for these 2 days? What is it that we most need to know energetically about these 2 days to best navigate ourselves to thrive? Okay, so we're getting the Eight of Swords. Like that, like so. The Eight of Swords energetically is not one that we're going to be celebrating it. Okay, it's still giving mind your business and rest at the beginning of this week. Okay, I did the whole reading for the year, a general scope on what this year is going to look like. And the year is giving very much ups and downs. It's very much like a roller coaster. You've got some months that you're on an incline of celebration and feeling elated, and some months that is just a decline of what is going on. It seems very chaotic. I need to protect my head. I need to protect my energy. I need to kind of just really solely focus on myself, be a little selfish, attend to my self-care in whatever shape and form that looks like. And so to see the weeks kind of panning out in the same fashion that some days are like yay and some days are nay does not surprise me. You should not be shocked, okay? This is really just fundamentally training you to get your shit together. Get your stuff together. Know what is going to keep you grounded, what is going to keep you feeling content and happy, secure, feeling safe, feeling comfortable, feeling cozy, feeling energetically cleansed, feeling level-headed, feeling clear, so that when you do encounter those days of chaos or you find something in the news that's unsettling, you know what to do. You've got your spiritual toolkit, you've got your energetic toolkit, you've got a personal resource of tools, techniques, go-to items or go-to rituals and things that you can rely on that's going to make you feel more like yourself, that's going to bring you back to your center, that's going to bring you back to your home base, your vibration, your own spirit, that's going to help you possess your spirit, basically, right? So for this Monday and Tuesday, the 16th and the 17th, the Eight of Swords is saying that you're going to need to do that. You're going to need to go back into that space of Zen, whatever makes you feel free, what makes you feel elated, because this is an energy of overwhelming oppression, and the oppression lies in the mental realm. So this could be stress, this could be doubt, this could be even maybe low energy, lethargy. I'm getting, for some of you guys, it would be really good for you guys to start with a detox the beginning of this week, even a light detox, even if it's like I'm gonna eat some pescatarian stuff, or I'm going to stay away from heavy carbs. I'm going to drink more juices. I'm going to drink buku water this week, just to cleanse your body of any heaviness that may be interfering your thought process, interfering your emotions, again, because the gut is connected to our mental health and our emotional well-being as well. So if you're taking initiative on cleansing the body inside and out, along with cleansing the body energetically and physically, that is going to absolutely help you get the clarity that you're seeking for, and even maybe offset some of the energy that may be unavoidable because it's happening around you, but you will be in your safe little bubble. Okay, the Eight of Swords is almost this feeling of entrapment. So you may feel like some of you are inundated with this sort of routine that you can't get out of. Maybe you're feeling bored, you're feeling dissatisfied, you're feeling contempt over the way that things are panning out in your country, in your society, or you're really bothered over something that you may feel like you have no control over, right? And so the thing about the Eight of Swords is that it is almost saying that you need a timeout. You need a timeout. Like, you cannot find a solution if you're too embedded in the problem, because then you're thinking too much on what's wrong rather than what's right. You're in the vibration of the issue when you're really trying to shift and be in the vibration of a solution. And so the solution can't occur if you're drowning yourself too much in the problem. So let's look at the illustration of the Eight of Swords so I can give you a little bit more clarity on what I'm trying to tell you. So the Eight of Swords, you see this individual that is blinded. There is something that they cannot see. They cannot see that they're entrapped. They cannot see that they are maybe inundated and feeling overwhelmed, feeling overburdened, and this could be, again, we're dealing with the sword. So it's a lot of mental stress. It could be thoughts that are no longer serving you. It could be how you perceive the world around you, which may not actually be an accurate portrayal of reality. Your own perceptions and your own emotions may be clouding the reality that you're seeing, and you're making things worse for yourself in your mind, and that's how you're trapping yourself. The lack of water here in this illustration, water represents emotions, water represents nourishment, water represents intuition, our ability to be in tune with ourselves, as we are mostly made of water, right? And so the fact that there is not that much around is saying you're drained, you're emotionally drained. You may actually feel as if you don't have adequate emotional support, or you cannot support yourself emotionally, or you don't know where to get that support. Okay, so things are not looking up for the Eight of Swords. But the Eight of Swords, this character is kind of leaning towards this one individual sword that is very distinctly different from the rest of its peers over here in a wall. This wall is keeping this person away from this castle of liberation, from where they can basically reign free. They can be sovereign. They can see things from a higher elevated perspective. And this sword over here is almost like the solution. It's almost saying, choose me, pick me. If you are able to wiggle yourself out of these ropes, you can cut the cords, you can cut yourself free, and you can turn around and make your way to the castle, right? So a lot of this is kind of showing us how we also play a role in how things are currently unfolding for us, right? So it is your responsibility to be able to heal yourself. Things may not always be our fault. Things may happen to us that we don't have a say or we don't have control over, or it was very much of a plot twist. But fundamentally, at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own healing. And so the Eight of Swords is kind of bringing that into play. And it's not necessarily blaming you for anything. It is almost kind of trying to remind yourself to steer yourself in the right direction, little by little, step by step. It is reminding you that there is a solution, there is an answer closer to you than you think that you cannot see for yourself. Somehow you need to get yourself out of your own way, whether that is implementing the advice of someone who is non-biased, whether that is settling and doing something completely different than what you're doing here so that you get your mind off the issue and you shift into another energy altogether. And in that new space, you can maybe get the downloads you need to resolve what's going on here. Or you get enough relaxation and downtime to then have that boost, that fuel, that motivation to take care and handle business on what's going on with the Eight of Swords. And so Monday and Tuesday, there is a solution and you play a vital role in that solution. Okay, but in order to get to the solution, you almost need to take a break. You need to take a time off. And that may also mean being more gentle with yourself, not being so harsh, not being so judgmental, not being so critical with yourself, not beating yourself down mentally. Because again, this is really dealing with mental issues. This is dealing with emotional issues. So there may not be something outside of you that is going on. It could just be the energetic, some sort of energetic circumstance or a consequence that is now catching up to you after years of maybe you behaving a certain way, being very critical and judgmental to yourself. Now it's like a breakthrough. Now it's like, oh my God, I really need help. Or, oh my God, I just can't function very well. Or I'm just starting to realize that this work environment is very toxic and I feel like I really can't get out of it. But what's going, whatever it is, it's now hitting you on Monday and Tuesday that you need to slow down. You need to implement a little bit more grace towards yourself. You need to kind of step away from the problem so that you can get a wider lens on what's going on, while also tending to your own wounds slowly, carefully. Don't rush yourself. Okay, this is a process. Being easeful, being soothful to yourself, being soft upon yourself, and also seeing things from a different perspective if you can. All right, Monday and Tuesday is really asking you to take stock on what is not working for you. And it may also be asking you to take further initiative on protecting your energy. If there are things that you're seeing that are not supportive or conducive to where you want to go, who you want to be, and what kind of energy you want in your life, it is time to eliminate those things or minimize those things or put boundaries on those things. Okay, it could be like, maybe I go out too much and I feel really drained by this party of people when I go out, or I see this too much on my social media feed and it's really kind of low-key affecting me and depressing me. I don't want to see it anymore. Or maybe I watch too much television and my body is feeling sluggish, my mind is feeling sluggish. I really like watching what I see, but at the end of the day, I don't feel right within. So maybe I need to take 10, 20 minutes to go out into the sun or exercise or walk around my block or do something, right? Take stock of what's imprisoning your mind, and also be a gentle observer of the ways of how you may be imprisoning yourself as well. Notice, are you working in favor of yourself or are you working against yourself? Is there a little subtle voice in your mind that is always clashing and criticizing and nitpicking and thinking the worst? And also notice, where does this voice come from? Where did I learn this voice? Where did I learn this language? Is this necessarily true? Is this something that I picked up in my childhood? Is this something that I picked up from someone I deeply cared about and I just assumed it as my own energy? Chances are this is not even yours. And this card is saying, listen, you are the solution. You are the answer. You need to be your own king. You need to be your own queen. Think of this as like the princess that needs saving in all the Disney movies. The Eight of Swords is telling you there is a cycle here with the number 8. What goes around comes around. There is some sort of energy that is permeating through your fields that keeps on going for the same results to happen over and over again. This card is saying it's most likely dealing with the mind. It's most likely dealing with some sort of subtle energy that you're not aware of, because you're either letting it slide or you just haven't trained your awareness to pay attention to these things, or you're just really exhausted that you haven't been able to shift to pay attention. Okay? So again, for Monday and Tuesday, take it easy. Take the load off of yourself. Bring ease into your life in whatever way that means. If you have to take a nice luxurious bath, to just stop, shut it off, and rest and reset, and then kind of come back with a new refreshed perspective, new refreshed energy, then it is advised that you do that. 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Monday and Tuesday of this week. You're getting a letter, okay? You're getting a letter. So letter is telling me that it is important to communicate if you're not doing well. It is important to maybe get therapy or write your story. Maybe it's in sharing your story with other people, you will get like-minded individuals to support you, or you will feel liberated in some way. This may mean sharing your story with a friend or family, or even writing a letter to yourself. Maybe it's even writing a letter to your younger self that's feeling ignored or abandoned. Maybe writing a letter to your future self. Whatever it is, communication is key now. and it is going to help you unload a lot of that stress you have in the mind, and just get it out and shift it into another energetic form. Alchemy, just through alchemy, through writing, through communication, through speaking, even if it's vlogging and keeping that vlog as like a personal journey. You don't have to share it with anybody. Journaling that you don't have to share with anybody. This is what is being advised. So Monday and Tuesday, using the Love Oracle of Eden, tenderness. So kind of exactly what I had mentioned before, being soft onto yourself, hanging out with people who maybe demonstrate and project that sort of tenderness onto their lives, doing tender things in your day-to-day, tender activities, tender music, taking the time to engage and indulge in pleasure and whatever that means for you, taking the time to really savor and taste your meal and feel how that meal affects your body, taking the time to really drink that water, thanking your body, thanking that water, feeling that water go down through your esophagus into your lower intestines and all of that. Just really milking out your day. Whatever tenderness means to you, it is very imperative the beginning of this week that you be extra soft, and you also seek out whatever softness it is you need in your life as added cushion, as added support. What are the pillows in your life? Who are the pillows? Who are the people that feel comfortable, that feel juicy, that feel maybe maternal, that feel safe, that feel cozy? Who are the people that demonstrate that tenderness? What are the books, the music, the foods, the visions, the clothes that hold you in this time of vulnerability, of need, right? Surround yourself by these things as you learn more about yourself and shift and edit as necessary. So Wednesday, January 18th, and Thursday, January 19th, Wednesday and Thursday of this week, energetically, what are we getting? What do the people need to know? What do they need to receive and be aware of? We're getting another 8. Okay, so we're in the middle of the month and Spirit is like, let's review with the number 8. 8 deals a lot with abundance. 8 deals a lot with karma. 8 deals a lot with the energy does not die. It recycles, okay? It moves on to another energetic form, but you cannot kill energy. So what is recycling in your life? What are you allowing to be recycled? Or what is now coming up to be shifted into another form of energy? The theme of this week that I'm picking up, the word is alchemy, alchemize. You know, how do you shift one energetic form to another? Alchemy is water turning into an ice cube when you freeze it. It's the same thing. It's the same molecules. It's just a different form of the energy of water. What are you doing to alchemize that pain? What are you doing to alchemize your work routine? What are you doing to alchemize your health? What are you doing to alchemize your mind, your intelligence? Are you feeding your mind? Are you learning something new? Are you learning about yourself emotionally? What are you doing to physically help yourself? What are you doing to work on your relationships? What are you doing to alchemize pain or anger, frustration? What are you doing to alchemize your joy, to maybe expand it, maybe amplify it so that you have joy, and not in the little things that you do, but you seek joy in brushing your teeth, in walking out and sipping a glass of coffee or whatever. You know, it's the little things. So again, we have this 8 of Pentacles, and obviously it looks like the dude is working. Okay, he is working. He's really diligent. He's really going at it. He has a vision. He's committed. He's a runner. He's a track star. He's gonna get to his goal. Okay, the 8 of Swords, that's a lie, going back to the 8 of Swords, but the 8 of Pentacles is kind of showing us how we've shifted from the 8 of Swords from the beginning of the week now into something more tangible in the middle of the week. It looks like you've gotten a solution. It looks like you've gotten some answers. It looks like you've gotten some clarity as to what was not going right, how you were in your own way, to what you can do now to amplify, to alchemize, to elevate your life, your goals, your vision, yourself, whatever. And the Eight of Pentacles is that dedication, okay? Is that application here in the middle of the week. And so this talks about a couple of things. It talks about abundance coming to us, okay? Abundance, not just monetary. Abundance may be abundance of right people, right community, right health, your ability to be abundant intuitively. That does not just fall into your lap. You have to consistently validate yourself. You have to consistently practice. You have to consistently move yourself out of the way and ask for signs and listen and tend to your spirit and tend to yourself and so on and so forth. And so that in and of itself takes work. It takes practice. It takes application. It takes dedication. Okay. They're telling me a lot of you guys need to reframe the word work, because work can be pleasurable. Work can be fun. Work does not have to be like strenuous effort. It could be joyful. It could be easeful. It could be, something that you look forward to. Okay. And so when I use the word work, I use it in that sense, not that we're working towards a goal and it's like, oh my God, because then you're not going to want to do it. Spirit is saying you need to reframe the word work, or how you see it, how you associate yourself with it. Maybe it's another word that you want to add instead of work. Maybe it's just a new way of envisioning yourself doing it, but that has to kind of come through so that you have a different perspective on this. So yeah, abundance is coming through, but it is going to take action. You're going to need to act on something. So if you've been asking for a blessing in some area of your life, action is going to need to be taken off of the inspiration you've been given. Spirit is talking about inspiration, meaning you requested something. Just let's visualize the number 8. At the top, you requested something. That energy is traveling, is going to make its way back to you, and it makes its way back to you in the form of an idea, an inspiration, or in the form of somebody reaching out to you with a phone call saying, oh, I got this, let's hang out. Or you see a sign somewhere that's like, apply here, right? And it corresponds to what you've been asking for. Don't just sit on it. Take action on it. Don't just get lazy. Don't just think that there's another opportunity around the corner. That energy is going to continue around in that serpentine-like fashion. If you don't take advantage of it, it is going to alchemize and make its way to another person, or it's just going to shift into another brilliant idea and make its way around back to you when you're ready. But the 8 here with the Pentacles is saying there is action that needs to be taken off of the things that you most desire, over the things that you are wanting to go after. There is planning. There's planning involved. So again, we're still working with that energy of ease from the beginning of the week. We're still working on that idea of not making things strenuous and difficult for ourselves, especially with this 8 of Pentacles here. We want to reframe how work can feel like or do like. Maybe for you in your personal goals outside of your career, maybe work is like, I'm going to do this when I feel inspired, when I feel most energized, when I feel most called to do it, right? So I lost my train of thought, but planning. So the 8 of Pentacles for the center of the week is kind of reminding us to still plan for things, right? Even if that is like 5 minutes today, Let's say you want to be a writer and you're like, oh my God, I haven't written anything. And instead of being like, I'm going to write 2 hours a day, you're going to stick to something very simple that you can do, like 5 minutes a day with a timer. Okay, 5 minutes, or 5 minutes 3 days a week, or maybe only 5 minutes on a Saturday. Whatever it is, whatever you know you can commit to, make it small. Don't make it freaking large to the point where you like, oh, I resist this. This is too much for me. Make it soft, make it easy, make it enjoyable. But there is a theme of planning here. So for me, I don't like working out. I used to be a professional dancer. I only like exercise if it's in the form of dance or sex, but more on that later. I instead am doing a 10-minute a day or whatever. It doesn't have to be cardio. It could be stretching. It could just be, I stretched, boom, downward dog, wow. Or I just did a walk in place exercise. For me, that's easy. I still move my body. I still get my workout in. I still get my goal. I still feel accomplished. It was light. I started off with 10 minutes. Most of the time I do 15, 20, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour. But at least I got the 10 minutes in, and it's no pressure to me, and I can commit to that. So that is an example in which Spirit is like, there is some sort of planning that needs to be involved. There is some sort of visual, write it down, set the tone for it. So it's like you are creating your own curriculum. You are creating your own school, and you're creating the classes. You're doing, I'm 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of that. I'm going to do this to get one step closer to my goal. But it's going to be enjoyable for you because you're now learning to work under the confines that make you feel happy, not make you feel stressed, not make you feel like you're pressured to perform. Mommy, or something. A cup? Okay. Give mommy 1 second, baby. And so that's what we're working with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? There is a lot of fruit that you can bear from that tree. There is a lot of abundance that you can bear from that tree. You're going to drink from the cup, or you're going to drink from the... Give me that, Z. Girl, there is a lot that you can get. Again, this is a card of abundance. And so it's plenty, right? The word is plenty. But in order for it to be plenty, you kind of have to take advantage of the harvest. You got to plan it. You got to make sure that you are you are showing up for the right season, that you are at least putting forth some sort of momentum from your physical body and your energetic body, your mental body, showing that you are wanting this, showing that you desire this, and that you are in alignment with those desires. Okay? So Wednesday and Thursday in the middle of this week is giving, that's a lot of chocolate milk, but I'll let it slide. This girl is giving death. That means there's something that needs to die in order for you to really, sorry guys, give me 1 second. So there is something in you that has to die in order for you to really emerge as this new person. With the Eight of Pentacles, with these new goals, with you taking physical action, you will no longer be the person you were before from this Monday and Tuesday. So death is saying there is something that has to shift, whether it's something egoic, whether it's an old identity. You were like, oh, I can't do this. This is above me, or is beneath me, or I just don't have the energy for it. There's something that is going to shift in the middle of the week that is actually going to make you feel more empowered. They're like, yeah, maybe I do a 9 to 5, and then I have a baby at home, and then I'm a wife and all of that, and I'm inundated with work. But I am going to show up for myself for at least 2 to 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I can do that. I can do that. I will do that, right? And so even that little nuance shift is a big shift from the person that you were before that was probably like, oh, I can't do this. I'm so tired. I can't just, right? So that's what death is saying, is that there are a lot of layers that will be peeled in the middle of the week. that need to be revealed, that need to be peeled, that need to die in order to make space for the new you that is emerging. This new you is action oriented. This new you is vision oriented. This new you is taking recycled energy and making into something new that works for yourself. This new you is an innovator. This new you is an alchemist. This new you is a magician. Okay, so you really need to see that. What meal can I make with the crumbs that I've been given? What meal can what can I transform with the bare essentials that I now have, right? Okay, now for this, oh no, psych, oracle card for Wednesday and Thursday, the 18th and 19th. The oracle card for this middle of the week is unity. All right, unity, meaning you need to be your best friend. You really, if you want to thrive, if you want what you're looking for, you need to be united with yourself. You cannot be against yourself. You cannot say, oh, I want a relationship, thriving relationship, and then start thinking in your mind, everyone's trash. I don't look good. This person did so and so to me, and I haven't gotten over it. So that's really going against the desires that you're trying to ask and put out there. But unity says to see strength in one's relationships and to seek affinity. Find connection through relationship with others. The way I interpret it, find connection and relationship with others in the middle of this week, right? Use that. You find leverage in your relationships with others as you're planning, as you're alchemizing, as you're seeking inspiration of who you want to become, right? But also unite with yourself. Really get to know yourself intimately. Know when you're your own worst enemy. Know when you're your own best friend, and know what it takes to be your own best friend, right? Know when you need boundaries to yourself, from yourself, right? It says this image depicts three figures all kneeling in the same pose, wearing the same drapes with arms linked to show connection. Other arms support each other to lift the globe. The joint effort is keeping the world balanced. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The origins of this quote are often debated, likely because its sentiment is timeless and multicultural. Everyone wants to feel connected to someone else. Everyone wants to feel they belong to something. Unity within a community means ensuring all within the community feels welcome and understands the importance of their presence. What communities are you a part of? In what ways can you strengthen and further unite the groups you're a part of? Okay, the quote is, my presence unifies and strengthens the communities I hold a role in. Beautiful. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this coming weekends, 2021 and 22. Friday the 20th, Saturday the 21st, and Sunday the 22nd. Spirit, what is the theme for this coming weekend? What do we need to know so we can best thrive? I said I was going to use this deck, and evidently I didn't. So I'll just pull a card at the end. I keep it simple. Wow, that's a lot of cards that flew out. We're just going to pull one. Otherwise, I will be here all day. And I got things to do. Okay, let's pull this one. Wow, 888s this week. You guys play the lotto and then share it with me, okay? 888s this week. That means this week is a really, really big week with manifestation. This week is really, really big with alchemizing, shifting. Okay, go Google what alchemy means. Go settle that word in the center of your heart and see what definitions you come up with for yourself. But the Eight of Cups is literally a transition. It can mean a physical transition. Maybe you find yourself on a journey, a trip. It could be far, or it could be just around your neighborhood that bears strong meaning to you, that provides a revelation, that provides insight. Maybe it's an invitation. Somebody wants you to go somewhere. You're seeing an old friend. You're visiting family. You feel compelled to go to a new shop around the corner of your store. You want to go take a mini vacation. There is something that will arise from this, whether it's a long journey or not. There is something that's going to rise from this physical trip that is going to be very indicative of the personal, intimate trip that's going on inside of you, the journey that's going on inside of you. It could be like, oh, I just found this book on this bookshelf and it's really calling to me, and the protagonist in this book has strong parallels to what I'm going through. Or there's a song I heard in this store, and the song just evoked so much emotion, and the meaning, the lyrics are really talking about things that pertain to my life right now, or whatever. Pay attention to signs, pay attention to synchronicities. 888 is a very powerful number. It's a very strong number, and it is telling you that you are the master of your own make-believe. You are the master of your own reality. And this week, above all weeks, is a very pivotal week for you to step into that sort of identity and work the energy around you so that you can shift it to your most benefit, your great benefit. I think, if I'm not mistaken, on the 21st, there is a moon. I don't know if it's full or new, probably new, in Aquarius. I will do a video on that later. Okay, so stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, chat, all that jazz. But it is not surprising that we've got triple eights this week in tarot, and that it is really, I feel like this week is really setting the stone to the rest of the year, right? Because the January didn't really feel like we were in a new year. It was just still like hitting bumps and stuff. Now, the middle of the month, we're like, okay, hurry up, brush the floor, okay? Brush the floor, because we're setting the tone. That's what it is. It's brush the mind, brush the heart, set the tone, plan how you your best friend, how you not your best friend. What do you need to alchemize? What's working, what's not working? And let's go on a journey. Let's shift. Let's go above and beyond. This weekend, you're really ready to step into new territory with the 8 of Cups. Really interesting. It's giving I choose me. It's giving I'm now ready to really believe and validate my own vision, my own senses, my own ways of navigating the subtle realm. There's no physical proof for it. It's not in front of my face right now, but I know it's real. I know if I do this, I'm led in the right direction. And so that's the sort of conviction you guys will have this weekend. And it does play, travel or taking some sort of trip, whether you take it this weekend or you plan for it, it does play a big role. A lot of you guys are like opening up a portal that you don't even are aware of. You're stepping into a portal and you don't know what's going to be on the other side, in terms of you don't know who yourself is. Who yourself is. You don't know who you're going to be. So, you don't know who you're shifting into. Okay? You just don't, because you've never been this person before. All right. A lot of you guys, and the Spirit's telling me, a lot of you guys may be doing this in the astral realm. You may be dreaming. You may be traveling. Don't be surprised if somebody's like, oh, you came in my dreams. Or you see people in your dreams. A lot of you guys may be planning to move out of the country. These are major, major shifts that are coming, that the seeds are being planted to you now. Look, I'm getting goosebumps. The seeds are being planted to you now in terms of what your soul is now calling you to do, what your own spirit is like. You were implanted into this lifetime in the ghettos of earth to do this in this lifetime, and your next stop, your next train destination is to do this, to do that, to go there, to become this, in order to fulfill your purpose in this lifetime, to fulfill the contract you decided to agree upon before incarnating on earth, to do what you need to do for your own lineage and for humanity. Okay, and so whether that looks like moving out of the country, whether that looks like an identity shift, whether that looks like shifting into a career that's more aligned and more fulfilling and one of service for you and your family and for the nation or society as a whole, this is going to come in very intuitively. So pay attention to your feelings and your emotions this weekend, and pay attention to how this moon, whether it's full or new in Aquarius, is affecting you. Okay? Because it's going to be revealing a lot. It will definitely do so. So, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2021-22. This weekend, we are getting woman. Okay, it's talking about feminine energy. It's talking about not trying to do things, allowing things to come into your field, being receptive, setting the tone, being very clear with your energy. I want this, I want this, I want it to come in like this, with ease, with happiness, for the highest good of all involved. Y'all figure it out. I'm gonna step back and have a vacation, thank you, and just wait for it. Not necessarily wait, just see what evidence compiles around you that shows you day by day you're a step closer to getting what you want, right? It is very much a spiritual journey a lot of you guys are embarking on, and you're not meant to know what is to come from this. Otherwise, you would not be having a life to live. It would be very mundane and boring. You would be basic, okay? Trust your vibes, trust your senses. It would be a phenomenal weekend to do some sort of extraordinary meditation where you're expanding your consciousness. Akashic Records with me and my membership down below. Past life regression. Talk to your guides or do a little something with your ancestors. I don't know, but it is a good weekend to step into your woo-woo bag and your intuition. Look what just came out, all right? I can't make this shit up. Look, the kid is looking at you. He's already judging you in the back, okay? It is a good weekend to do that because that is going to, what is revealed this weekend will give you a lot of guidance and direction on where you are going. Even if you don't physically know, even if it doesn't physically make sense, you will feel, this is where I'm going. This is what I need to do. This is how I need to do it. I just know I'm going to be supported. I just know this is going to happen. I just know things are going to fall into place. Okay, and why did I put those cards back when I have to pull one more card? Okay, so let's see. This card for this weekend, Spirit, what is the final message for this week? Patience. Just be patient. Breathe easy. Use that mantra. Breathe easy. Patience. I know that I am infinitely supported and guided by the universe. I don't need to premeditate on anything. I know when is the right time and when is not the right time, and I will always receive signs because I am a walking GPS system. And I am open to the wonders and splendors of the Great Spirit and of Source and to my ancestors. And I will always know what I need to do, when I need to do it, how I need to do it. And I will always be supported in the things I want to do and in all of my desires. They come to me easily. Money is not an issue. It flows to me easily. Money loves me. People love me. I am infinitely loved and supported and protected. And my life is a wonderland. The end. I hope you guys love this. This was really fun. I can't wait to hear your stories. Let me know. Comment below how your week is going. Please share with your friends and family. And I will provide the info down below. And I hope to see some of you guys on Saturday the 28th in my Possess Your Spirit membership, because I think a lot of us need to really clear out a lot of the blockages we've inherited from our lineage, our ancestry, our family, and our childhoods from other people regarding our abundance and ease. All right, so let's step into this year and alchemize that energy, and let's do it together. So I'm sending you guys all the love. Ciao, bacalao.